What's happening, guys? JR Raymond back again with BowlerX.com, coming to you from BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center. We're inside Waterford Lanes where we do all of our videos now, and this is where our shop is located. So come and see us over here anytime, but make sure to get your stuff at BowlerX.com as well. But today we're going to take a look at that Zenith Pearl. A couple people have really been waiting for this ball. I was a little indifferent about it because of how much the original Zenith hooked. I was hoping that this one would get through the front part of the lane really well compared to the Zenith, and it does. And you're going to be able to see that here in a minute. It's still a really good ball reaction. It reminds me of like an Axiom Pearl, in my opinion. But we're going to take it out here on a 40-foot league pattern and see what it's got on this same condition you've seen over the course of the last couple of weeks. So stay tuned. All right, we're gonna take a look at the Zenith Pearl. You guys, if you remember my video with the Zenith, you remember how dang strong that ball was. That ball had flames coming off of it in the front part of the lane. So that ball didn't stay in my bag very long because of how strong it was. Really didn't need anything like that. So hopefully this one's cleaner. Should be, as it's a pearl, a lot shinier. So we'll see what it's got a little bit straighter. Definitely cleaner. Good grief. That ball was super clean and super smooth. So right away that looked, the downlane motion was the same as the Zenith. So let's see if it, I'm gonna get my hand a little stronger in there. Let's see if it'll get there or if it's gonna overreact off of the dry. That was better. That one was better. That one picked up. Almost too much. Almost stone 7.9 there. So now we're gonna try, we'll go 5 left. See what it does in that 13, 14, 15 spot. Is it gonna hook? Yep, it's gonna hook. Woo! So that's a high traction zone in this house. Being a little bit higher differential ball. I mean, you saw how the Obsession Tour went through there pretty easily. Higher friction or higher differential ball here. Flares a little bit more. It's gonna see that earlier friction just a little bit stronger, and being a pearl, it's gonna see early friction. For me anyway, it does. I know that doesn't make sense to most people, but I can explain why. Let's go 5 more left. I picked up real nice downline. So we got just a little bit away from all that high traction. This is a fresher condition. There's only been a dozen shots or so on this lane, you know, for me. So it shouldn't be that bad. That picked up real nice in there. So the reason why the pearl stuff, for me, it's not necessarily the pearl stuff, it's the tall pin, lower third angle bowling balls that pick up friction quicker for me. Because you're essentially making it, you know, higher response to friction. And if there's early friction, it's gonna see it a little bit quicker. So I gotta counteract that with different numbers, which we are testing as we speak. Oh, got the 7 out. Starting to get a little lackadaisical here in the middle of the lane. It's not too bad though. It's picking up the right spot of the lane in the middle. It's not quite strong enough down lane for this place. So, I mean, it is a lot stronger downline than the original Zenith was, of course. So let me see if this one likes when you get your hand around it, or if it wants me to go straighter up the back. So I'm gonna get my hand and wrap it around it a little bit, see if it gets going down lane. really, I thought that one picked up at about 20 feet, and it tried to burn up its energy in that spot. And again, this is another pretty high number. I think the layout on this had a 30-degree third angle, or second angle, I should say. I think this was 5-inch pin. 5-inch pin. I think it was, let me look at it. Yeah, so this I think was 40 by 5 by 30. So I'm gonna try that same thing. Try to get my hand stronger, a little bit more up the back of the ball. See if we can get it to go through the pins better. A little bit, still not quite right. And it still looks good. Can't argue with results. I think it looks okay. Hard to say. I mean, this is a great place for me to practice because it really lets me know which balls are going to be good on the transition type situations when there's early hook like this. So for regionals and PBA stuff, this is the place where you want to practice. This will teach you about early hook. All right, we're going to go a few more left. We won't open the angle up nearly as much. Oh, just kidding, I threw it right. Oh, it's still got there. And that cover picks up nice. So maybe it likes the steeper angles. We're gonna keep going left to see what the steeper angles does for it. It might be okay. Keep going left. See if these steep angles like it. Ah, poopy. I didn't get that one as far right, so it sat in the oil. We got a high volume pattern here, so that's kind of the other issue we have is they're tight down lane because you got friction in the front and lots of volume to try to counteract that friction, which means it moves down pretty quick. I'm not saying that's the result of carry down, but a lot of volume on this pattern. I'm gonna try and really get my hand around it this time and see if it'll float through there. Pick up. There we go. There we go. That's what you're looking for there. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. So situational. You can see in times when being more up the back from deeper angles is good. But then when you really get deep, I think sometimes you have to get your hand around it a pinch more. It's the only way to really get it to read the lane the right way. So hopefully we learn that. So I think this lane's okay. I still think it's smoother than 39 was last night, but not a lot. But it still picks up and goes to the pins really well, so. But it's just, I mean, the obsession looked really good here. The obsession was great. It picked up. Here, we'll even throw it against it. Let me try and throw the obsession. The obsession didn't go through the pins very well from this deep, but playing the straighter angles, it floated through that 13, 14, 15 range better, whereas the Zenith picked up strong and went through the face. The obsession floated through there and struck, and even from further right, it looked good. But as soon as I got in here, started circling the lane, it kind of got a little lazy. I had to get my hand going forward to get it to go through the pins instead of where that, I have to go around it. So I'll try to get around it here and see what it does. Yeah, see, it does that in there. So, yeah, lower differential ball doesn't quite get there, but I can get it through there if I get super strong and forward with my hand. Yeah. So this is in this part of the lane, yeah. You get your hand forward. I mean, that doesn't look great, but if I go right of 20 with it, that ball's money all day long. All right, there you go. So I told you, just like an Axiom Pearl for me, really reads that middle of the lane, and it's nice and even off the back spot. I don't see this ball being that big angular hooking ball, kind of just like you saw with that Kinetic Platinum, although the Kinetic Platinum, maybe that was just an anomaly for me. That one didn't look that great at all. I'm hoping I get it on some shorter patterns, which the next couple of regionals are on shorter patterns, 36 and 35 feet. So I might be able to take it, and it might be in play for me. But it did look good. It looked really good. Once I was able to get my hand in the right spot and get further left, it looked really good. It liked the steeper angles, and I mean, you saw how it was going through the pins. It was splitting the 8-9 a few different times. So definitely a good, strong ball. It reads earlier than most pearls would read, but you expect that out of this type of ball, being that the Zenith was super, super early as well. So that's all I got for you. Make sure to hit that link in the description, BowlerX.com. Get yours today, or come up here and see me and Greg up at the shop in Waterford Lanes, and we will get you taken care of. Get a Zenith Pearl in your hands today. But until next time, guys, we're out of here. We'll see you guys later.